This channel is dedicated to reuniting individuals with their loved ones by presenting information that I have found through researching my family tree. The videos will be organized by surname and broken down into parts based on descendants. Hopefully, you will recognize a name and or share a story as it assists you and others along a journey of finding loved ones as well. Many of the individuals of the Ware family lived in Fodice, Texas, which is part of Houston County, Texas, so I found it befitting to speak about its history.
John O'Neill is the first settler of Fodice. His parents were named Barry, and he was sold out of Fodice, Arkansas. And at the time of his sale, his father was shot because he refused to be sold. So John and his two brothers were sold and brought down here to this area in Houston County. John was married to Ann, and I don't know her last name. And of course they were married right after slavery. He was born in 1836 and died in 1915. Hope Martin, who's a Mason, was shot near the school. And it appeared that there was a woman involved. And so he was shot and killed. He died in 1933, so that's the day he was shot. It's allegedly that this was over a woman. And I'm not at liberty to say who we think shot him. He was married to Eva Wooten. This is the road that travels up to Hope Martin and Eva Martin's house. And this is the road where Hope Martin was killed, right next to the school at the end of the school building there. This is where he was shot in 1933.
Mount Pleasant CME Church. Fodice Cemetery. Fodice Community School.
There was a school here was built in 1901. Then the building was replaced in 1938 by some of the WPA project. The once impressive looking structure was a site of education for hundreds of Fodice children until it closed in 1960. And half the students went to Trinity County and Groveton, and the other half went to Center Grove and Lovelady Independent School District. They played basketball. Even after it was closed, people would come here and do community activities. There was a community church here. I took piano lessons in what was the gym, which is the part here where the roof has caved in. And I actually took piano lessons when I was about 10 or 11 years old in this school.
Two hours outside of Houston, between Crockett and Nacogdoches, is a special place. It's just an old building to the naked eye, but what most people don't know is...
It was the Fodice community and the Fodice school, which was a segregated community, and the school was was built by the WPA in 1938. And we began creating work there together in 2002.
That work, in case you're wondering, is art. You see, Katie Anderson and Patrick Medrano are both artists. And when Katie, who grew up not too far from the Fodice school, discovered this place, she adopted it as her own little artistic sanctuary.
When we met, the first place that she took me was the school, because it's an abandoned, beautiful, it looks like coming up on the Alamo, twice beside itself. It's a huge, huge structure.
When segregation ended in the early 60s, this building and the community have kind of just been left unused and unmaintained.
And after one fateful visit, Katie and Patrick discovered they weren't the only ones visiting this place. Vandals were starting to drop by.
We kind of looked at each other and we're like, I wonder if there's something that we can do here, and maybe we can save this place with our art, and maybe we can have some sort of mecca here in East Texas.
Now, that's probably where most of us would have stopped. But Katie and Patrick followed through. They found out who owned the property and were able to purchase it in a silent auction.
It just seemed like it was the perfect opportunity for us to preserve and promote the history, but at the same time give artists the same kind of sanctuary and inspiration that it's given us.
You heard right. Once the school is restored, Katie and Patrick plan to use the school to supply artists with one of the things they need most: space. And not just space, but living quarters. And in the future,
a dance studio, music studios where you can come, record.
Now, none of this can happen without funding, which is why the Fodice Foundation hosts events all year round, like art shows and their very own monthly Fodice Film Night, which takes place every second Sunday at Gallery M Squared in the Historical Heights Theater.
It's for members only, and if you're not a member, then you just come in and you become a member, and you're able to get access to anything that we do all year long.
Which includes a picnic at the Fodice School.
I can't express to you enough the difference between seeing a picture or a model and being in front of it.
Mm-hmm.